everyone, welcome to Alena Media TV. My name is Janet Agbalanyo, and today is Entertainment United Africa, and I am the person or the presenter for it. And today I am going all the way to Sudan. We've done Sudan before, but there are a lot of celebrities in Sudan that would really dazzle your mind. I call them the trailblazers because they are really a germ. I would equate them to the jade stone. That means they are very vital when it comes to Sudan and their entertainment industry. And on number one on the list, I call them the list of Jane. If you're not on this list, then I think you need to find yourself right here on this list. But before I continue with this, let's go for a break. I'll be right back. Welcome back from that break. We are still here on Alena Media TV, and it is United Africa. And I call these people the trailblazers, or the germ in Sudan. If you are not on this particular list, I call them the Jane list, then you need to find yourself right in here because they are a germ. I call them the jade stones of Sudan. And on number one, countdown on the list, I call him Alexandra SIDDIG, and he is a Sudanese actor. He's a director. He worked in theater on most movies, but currently he is in the diaspora. He's not really in Sudan. Just as we always know, Sudan and Eritrea and Ethiopia, they have a bit of political unrest. So obviously most of the gems or the talents that we always talk about might definitely find themselves in the diaspora. And these are some of the movies that he featured in. He featured in The Reign of Fire, A Lost Man, and this particular movie which has made a lot of people go bizarre anytime they watch it, that is the Game of Thrones. Yeah, I know those of you who are movie fans, especially stories that had to do with adventure and all that, you could find this particular man in it, and he is worth $3 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. He's so rich. He's so loaded. I think I need to relocate myself to wherever they are because they're really making a lot of money. Just look at this. When I come back, I will bring you countdown number 2 on my list. Stay with me. Welcome back from that. Yeah, I know most of you are familiar with him, but you didn't really know his name or didn't even know he is a Sudanese. Sudan is really bringing out great talents. That, to me, I get amazed by that. We need to emulate them because, they have a lot to offer. And number 2, countdown on the Jane list, I have EMMANUEL, and he was born in Toji, somewhere in Sudan, and he is also a hip-hop musician. He's an actor, entrepreneur, and then a peace activist. And he was an activist when he was a child because he had a very horrifying childhood. He really needed to pick up himself. There's one thing that I noticed about him when I was going through his history. He was a child militant and finally became an actor and a pop singer and an entrepreneur and an activist because of what he saw. He saw people molesting Sudanese during their time or their reign when there are a lot of wars surrounding Sudan. So this guy really wanted to pick up that kind of character at the same time, trying to just fight people all over. He wanted to just end the race of Muslims and all that. But as he began growing up, he managed to identify himself with pop singing, you know, popping, you know. So these are some few stuff about him. I just want you to watch this. When I come back, we have countdown number 3. I will blow your mind away when I come back. Stay with me. Okay, now on our countdown number 3, on United Africa, I have ALFRED TABAN, and he is a South Sudanese broadcast journalist. He was a former BBC correspondent in Khartoum. So he's quite influential in terms of media in Sudan. He is really one influential person. He is also a former chairman of the Association of Media Department in South Sudan. That is how great he was. Anyway, there's a story that he's no more, but then I believe his spirit is still alive, because if Sudan media industry is really making headways, then I believe he is one of the mouthpiece that makes sure that particular stuff come in being in Sudan. Because you cannot really talk about Sudanese media, or cannot be really talk about Sudanese political stuff and not really talk about his name. Because being in BBC, that should be someone who has really worked well. And I believe he picked up his journalism career at a very tender age, trying to be a correspondent, bringing all that together. Just, it's not so easy to be in Sudan and be a journalist. So for him to really rise up to the top, that is something that I really want to applaud him for. So let's take a good look at this. When I come back, we have countdown number 4. Stay with me. Welcome back. I have countdown number 4. It's a surprise. It's a woman, very beautiful lady, and she is AJAK DENG. And yet, as a child, she fled with her parents in the wilderness. That's from Sudan, and then she ended up in Kenya as a refugee. But she's a model, beautiful black model. She is very pretty. I call her a trailblazer. And I always say she dazzles the entire model division with her dark skin, beautiful, shining dark skin. Her dark skin, should I say it really glitters? No, that is kind of overrated. But then her dark skin has this tone you wouldn't find anywhere that is not uniform. Very uniform and shining. Very beautiful as a refugee, but yet she rose up to the top. She actually fled with 7 of her siblings after her mother passed on. But this woman, I'd say that she gets the entire body of models going bazaar for her, because she has carried what she has, especially her dark skin. If you really want to talk about dark color, that are really, really penetrating in the model industry. You cannot talk about anyone and leave AJAK in it. Very beautiful lady. Let's take a look at this when I come back. I have countdown number 5, and then probably I'll bring you other gist. Stay with me. Well, we have our final countdown on the Jane list. I always tell you, if you will not find in the Jane list, you really, really get yourself in here, because that is where all the trailblazers are really talked about. I talk about the people that are really making great stuff in the entertainment industry. Call it music, call it acting, call it hip-hop, high life, call it media, entertainment, everywhere. Anything that has to do with entertainment, this book is all about that. So countdown number 5, I have RAMEY DAWOUD, and he's a Sudanese rapper, actor, songwriter, and an activist. Handsome young man. He's handsome. Shall I say beautiful, nice gentleman? So most of you who are really movie fans, you need to really acknowledge them. I just always want to talk to you about people like that, because if you don't find them doing what they do, or if you find them doing what they do in the midst of all the hassles and the political unrest and then the chase around and everything they do, you know, they are not hesitant with what they do. They go turkey on what they really want to achieve in life, no matter the challenges. These are great men and women that I always want to talk about, especially when I'm talking about Eritrea, when I'm talking about Sudan, when I talk about Djibouti, the whole of Africa, because they are people who have political unrest, and yet they manage to come out with amazing talent right from the childhood. They don't get limited by what society or what anyone is talking about. Especially this lady, AJAK, she managed to get herself in Australia and was doing so well with her dark skin. So whatever that God has given you, you really need to utilize it properly. They really work with their talent. If you have beauty, just use your beauty. If you have skills, use your skills. God has blessed you with a talent. Don't forget to use your talent. Is United Africa? Well, now we need to say goodbye to you. I will see you next week. And I'm enjoying your comments. Some of you said, Jane, it's so funny. Entertainment needs to be fun, because I know that that is where you get excited. When you're so bored or going through a lot of stuff, just flip your channel right to Alena Media TV and just watch us. Watch entertainment, watch African history, watch African news, watch sports, enjoy yourself, because there are great things in Alena Media TV for you. I always say, if you're not watching Alena Media TV, then you are really, really missing out. So I'll see you next week with one other exciting topics that we will delve into. Maybe we'll give you some hot gossip about your stars that you don't know what they do behind the scenes. I'll see you next week. Say bye to you. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.